Here's one coming off the bottom here. See if we can induce a chase. It's pretty lazy off the start, but he's slowly closing. Now he's speeding up a little bit. There we go. Doesn't feel very big, but yeah, that one chased up. Haven't really seen too many active fish yet. We're kind of just getting started here. There's another one that's kind of following him up there on the left side of the screen. We'll get this fish up here, get it unhooked, and get back down there and chase after his buddy. Just under the ice here. That pickle tube out. Give you guys a quick look and get him right back in the water. Yeah, we're out chasing lake trout. We're gonna grind it out all day today. We're on a spot that's new to me in the winter. I fished it once in the summer, but it had all the makings to be a big fish spot. So yeah, with these spots, you just gotta grind it out and see what happens and kind of see what size fish come off of it, as well as where they're moving, kind of what they're feeding on, how they're relating to that structure. But we're gonna grind it out all day today, so stay tuned. Comes a fish off the bottom here. There we go. Doesn't feel super big. But yeah, a little aggressive chase, just kind of shot up at it. Yeah, he's coming up pretty easy. Oh, pulled off right under the ice there. See him shooting back to the bottom. Just drop back down and get after him again. Another Merc working its way in from the left here. Oh yeah, he's seen my bait. I'll just start reeling here. There we go. Yeah, that one just charged in as soon as I'd seen that bait. Got close enough where I could see it. It just turned on the jets and chased it down. As soon as you see that fish make a move like that, where it speeds up or starts to rise, your best just to start reeling, see if you can induce that chase. Get that reaction bite. The leader here, so just under the ice. Yeah, he definitely wanted that bait. It's all the way in his mouth here. Pop that hook out. Give you guys a quick look. Just a little guy getting right back down there. Got one working in from the left here. Starting to rise at us. We'll just start reeling. See if we can induce a chase. He's coming, but pretty slow. He's not super into it. Just keep seeing if we can get his attention. He's already heading back to the bottom. We'll just drop down behind him. There, he sees us dropping now, so he'll probably chase it right down to the bottom here. Yeah, he definitely seen it go to the bottom. See if we can finesse him off the bottom a little bit here. Got one coming off the bottom here. Let's see if we can get him chasing. Oh, there goes the head cam battery. Probably catches fish. Yeah, every time. Every time the head cam battery dies, you always catch fish. But yeah, that one came up off the bottom kind of lazily, and we just started reeling, induced a chase. We just switched to the swim bait here for the last couple of fish. It is an action bait, not necessarily a big fish bait. And we did pick up a couple fish now. Probably switch back to the tube here in a little bit, but this fish is right here. Another small fish. Yeah, that one did the self-release, got everything soaked, so I'll just clean off these cameras here. We'll get right back at her. There's a decent mark up high. We're to the left-hand side of the screen right now. See if it, oh, we got one shooting off the bottom a little bit here. See if we can induce a chase. It's pretty lazy. Drop back down. He's coming back for another try. Nope. Gave up on it. Just drop right to the bottom. Comes on rising up a little bit. See if we can get him to chase. Yeah, he's closing the gap pretty quick here. This one's a little bit more aggressive. No, he didn't get the hooks. See if we can get him going again here. There we go. Missed him the first time, picked him off the second time. Doesn't feel very big. But yeah, chased up pretty aggressively the first time, dropped back down the second time. Oh, got off just under the ice there. Here comes one off the bottom. See if he wants to close the gap. Oh, yeah, this one's flying up. Yep, that one flew off the bottom. Again, feels like a smaller fish. Those fish are really hanging tight to the bottom, and when they see something above it like that, they're kind of coming up to check it out. Oh, pulled off right under the ice again. Here comes one. Again, lazy chase. Seen me go to the bottom, so I'll just jig the bottom a bit. Just like that. Sometimes if they want to chase lazy, you just put it on the bottom and just kind of tap the bottom like you're fishing for burbot a couple times, and they'll pick it up. Again, feels like a pretty small fish. So we switched over from our bigger tube bait to this swim bait. We've caught a lot more fish, but still all small. Probably switch back here and see if we can catch something on the bigger bait, see if the bigger fish are moving through. I just want something a little bigger. We're at the leader here, so he's just under the ice. Got some bait out. Give you guys a quick look. Right back down there. Yeah, so just a little midday update here. We did see one big one first thing this morning when we were just getting all the camera gear set up, but we didn't have a rod or anything ready yet. And we caught 4 or 5 smaller ones. We did switch to a swim bait, more of an action bait. Just those little fish have trouble getting that bigger tube in its mouth. And yeah, that helped us get hooked up with a few. But this piece of structure looks pretty good. It's got a pretty decent drop with a little bit of weird looking bottom, so probably a little bit of rock and mixture of mud and sand. And then it drops off to deep water. All good big fish spots always have deep water access. And there is lots of bait moving around the bottom. You can see those littler fish pushing it around. We did see a couple mediocre fish, nothing too crazy, but we'll just keep grinding it out here for the afternoon and hopefully we get hooked up. Here comes one off the bottom. Same thing, just kind of a quick 20-foot chase and then right back to the bottom. Well, we had a couple lazy chasers, nothing wanted to come up more than 20 feet, so we're just going to reel up here, change back to the swim bait, see if we can catch a couple more fish here before the day wraps up. We only got about an hour left to fish, so yeah, hopefully we can get hooked up to a few more. Here comes one off the bottom. There we go. Yeah, that one came up with the bait. There's lots of bait moving around on the bottom again. Doesn't feel very big once again. Said we just went back to that swim bait just to get a little action before the day wraps up. Yeah, that bait's been moving around pretty consistently this afternoon, and surely there'll be some fish chasing it. The leader here, oh, popped off just under the ice there. One quick tip when you're lake trout fishing is always keep your hook moving through the water. Reel it up, drop it down, smack the bottom, snap, jig it, do whatever you can just to keep that hook moving. Because if a fish moves in and has time to inspect that hook where it's not moving, chances are it's just going to realize it's not a bait fish and it's not going to hit it. Whereas if you're constantly moving, you're not really giving it that option. You're just giving it a split second to make a decision whether it's going to hit that bait or not. And probably 8 times out of 10, it's going to try to hit that bait. They're pretty aggressive fish. So yeah, just always keep your bait moving through the water column and surely you'll hook up to some more fish. So we'll get back at her here. Whoa, there comes one off the bottom. Oh man, that looked like a better mark too, just a lazy chase, but it shot right up at it. We'll just drop back down, see if we can get it, keep his attention here. Here comes another one off the bottom now. Fish is still down there. Maybe we can try triggering a bottom bite here. Oh yeah, I definitely see my lure hit the bottom. It turned around right away. There we go. Yeah, fish picked it right up off the bottom. Just like I said, sometimes if they do that lazy or chase on the way up. Ooh. Just give this fish a little bit of time to run here. Just put on the brakes there. Feels like it might be wrapping up a little bit. Tighten the drag a little bit. But yeah, like I said, those fish, if they're just doing a lazy chase on the way up, sometimes you can drop it to the bottom and just finesse them off the bottom a little bit. And they'll just dive right into that mud line or whatever your kind of structure you're fishing on and just pick that bait right off the bottom. This fish feels a little bit better than some of the other ones we had. We're at the leader here. Well, not quite, I just felt it on the ice. There's our leader knot there. He's just under the ice here. He's freaking out right under the hole. Get his head up here. There we go. Definitely the biggest fish we caught today. Decent fish. He got himself a little bit wrapped up. Got him on that swim bait, but yeah, give you guys a quick look. Give it right back in the water. Yeah, like always, we're using a 43-inch screamer. Good backbone on this rod, nice soft tip, loads up really good on these fish. Have it paired with a 30 series Fluger President reel, spooled with 20 pounds Suffix 832 high vis green, and then I got a 20-pound Suffix fluorocarbon leader. Yeah, today our most productive bait was a swim bait from TC Moto. It's got its hyper glow, so it's glowing nice and bright down there. We did catch a few this morning on a tube jig, but yeah, we'll get back at her here and hopefully get hooked up again. High flyer coming in off the right hand side. Let's see if he stays on course. We'll reel up, see if we can catch him. There he is. Sees their bait. Right under the ice here. Self all wrapped up. Turn down the drag a little bit, just let him tire himself out. Got himself all wrapped up here too. See if we can get him unwrapped. It's just under the ice here. Yeah, that high flyer we just reeled up to him. He's all wrapped here. There we go. Decent fish. A flyer was nice and aggressive one. Well, we're gonna right back in the water. We got one chasing here. There we go. That was like a littler fish. Nice. Kind of put the brakes on there for a second. Got his head turned up again. Whoa. It's a little bit of energy. Turn down the drag a little bit so you can burn some energy off here. Right back to the bottom. About 60 feet. Still just dogging us here. We get his head turned. There we go. It's coming up a little easier now. Yeah, went on a decent run there. I don't think it's a big fish or anything, but it's not quite enough weight. The leader, so he's just under the ice here. Oh yes, nice one. Oh. Yeah, he's got the hook on the tip of his mouth there. But yeah, beauty lake trout here on this piece of structure. Get it right back in the water. There he goes. Yeah, that's probably the nicest fish of the day so far. It's about 2 o'clock, so we don't have much longer to fish. And yeah, we'll get at her and hopefully get hooked up again here. Yeah, we're gonna call that a wrap for today. That's what I like to call a lake trout grind. When you're on a new spot like this, sometimes you just gotta grind it out all day long. Learn as much as you can. The bait was up here pretty thick throughout most of the day, so those fish were pushing through. This morning we caught a bunch of smaller ones on a paddle tail, and then this afternoon kind of slowed down a little bit, but we did pick up the odd chaser on the paddle tail as well. And yeah, there's just bait all day long, so the fish were moving up to feed when they were hungry. And yeah, we did get one really nice one to end off the day that went on a pretty good run, so it's an absolute blast out here. But yeah, it just goes to show you, just grind it out and try to learn as much as you can. When these big fish spots, you just never know. You got to give it the time before you can write it off. And yeah, today was a fairly productive day, but we didn't get any really big fish that we were after. But yeah, if you guys like this content, hit that subscribe button and we'll catch you on the water next time.